Hello everyone, welcome to the next edition of the Mayor Spotlight, where we're heading around town to our local businesses, local project sites, and other places to provide up-to-date and pertinent information to the citizens of Clinton. Today we're here with Colin at AdCraft Printwear.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for coming down and doing this. Appreciate it. This is our business. We do a lot of custom apparel. You guys might know us from either doing corporate apparel, company apparel, custom t-shirts, or a lot of the fan gear, sports fan gear web stores. My grandfather started the business back in 1974. A little bit of a quick history. It's 1974. My dad and my uncles got involved. My dad pretty much when he was 18, I think, got involved, and my uncle, I think, a similar time frame as far as age-wise goes. And so I pretty much grew up in the business all my life. Just sort of been around this whole industry my whole life. And then fast forward to, let's see, today we're moved into this building, I think in the late 90s, early 2000s. As far as my memory I can remember, I've always been here. And then 2014, we purchased Temple Sporting Goods. They were out in Moline, and they've been there since 1928. AdCraft has worked with Temple's. They focus more on like the actual sporting goods side of things, and we would do their apparel, like for when they sell jobs to teams. We'd actually do the printing for them, contract work for them, and then so we had an opportunity to come together with them in 2014. We thought it made sense. Their clients are similar to our clients, and so we bought that business in 2014, and then 2018 we moved to the Iowa side over by the where the TBK Bank Sports Complex is. We had an opportunity to move into one of the retail stores, or the little strip centers down there, and we thought, that's exactly where all of our clients for the Temple Sporting Goods side of it are going to be. So we made a move from the Moline area over to the Iowa side to service our customers a little better and be more connected with the Iowa side. And then fast forward to today, 2020 was a little bit obviously rough for everybody. I feel like it took a little while to get people to realize that we were out there as far as Temple Sporting Goods goes. But now, just this past month, as things are starting to open up, where we're kind of picking back up where we left off in 2019, 2020.
So, client-wise, some people would think maybe you just do sports teams or you just do custom t-shirts. Talk a little bit about the different mix of clients and the different opportunities you have.
That's a great question. We do, I think our most thing that the public would see is our fan gear web stores for football, things like that. But we do a lot of corporate apparel, for like Nestle Purina, ADM, Lyondell, things like that, where they have a massive amount of employees, and they need a sophisticated system in which they can get their employees their apparel without having to organize crazy spreadsheets and things like that. So that's kind of a solution that we've been sort of working on and improving on is getting a solution for corporate apparel and things like that, to where they don't really have to do much, kind of like our web store system for coaches, where like the HR manager or whoever's in charge of apparel for employees, they can sort of get us what they need, and then we'll take care of the rest as far as organizing, where the employees can either order online or we'll just bag it individually, make it easier for them. That's kind of our name of the game for our business, is how can we make it the absolute best service for each person that we're working with.
So we got a little bit of a tour beforehand, before we started filming here. How many people do you employ here?
We have about 23 now, I believe. Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
And 15 years ago, how many did you employ, you think?
Oh, probably 7. Yeah. At one point, it was like my dad and my Uncle Colin, and then another guy printing, and my grandpa.
Right.
And then my grandma. But as a family business, it's kind of like, when I was a kid, I was down here all the time too. So
making messes. And
making messes and screwing it up. So I'm now here to fix that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, being born and raised in Clinton, AdCraft's been here since I was little, and I can remember too, and seeing how the growth and the change. And then I coached for 10 years, so I use your guys' services on the web stores and the different opportunities there a lot. So I really appreciate all you do for the community, because this, although some people may think it's a small thing, printing t-shirts and stuff like that, I think it's really important, because it lets businesses and citizens, or whoever it is, get their message out and get their advertising as well.
That's my favorite thing, is when someone I can tell that they're excited about their apparel. It still excites me. You know, I've been doing it, you know, I'm still pretty young, but I've been doing it for a while to where it could get old, but I still love it when someone gets their apparel and they absolutely are over the moon about it. That's the best part about it, because then they can go and promote their business or, you know, promote their team or whatever they're doing. So that's kind of, you're right, that's exactly right. And we love being in this community, and our number one goal is, you know, it's not, we don't want to just get business just because we're, you know, we don't want people to just come to us just because we're local. We do like the local aspect, but we want to also be a very good service for them. We want to make sure that it's something that they actually are over the moon about, and they love it. So that's kind of always our standard.
Yeah. I've always been happy with your service, and I think you guys do a really wonderful job. And,
awesome, thank you.
We love having you in the community, and your building is a very iconic building.
Yeah.
For Clinton, you know, right next to the bridge, right.
Yeah.
Leading into the downtown, so a lot of people see it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to, you know, see how well you guys have grown and progressed through here.
Thank you.
So I know you have another thing that you want to talk about a little bit, another kind of side project, I guess.
So I actually do a lot of videography work, and I call it Little C Productions. Quick backstory on how I got that name. So my name's Colin Sullivan. My uncle's name is Colin Sullivan, who also works here. And when we both started working here full time, we didn't realize how much of an issue that would be, because someone would call up and say, I want to talk to Colin. Which Colin? Colin Sullivan. And then we'd say, yeah, which one? People think we're joking sometimes, but we didn't have any other way to identify it. So since I was a kid, my family just called me Little C, like with a C, and then I just switched it to Little SEA Productions.
Yeah.
I got asked to shoot a wedding. I needed a name for my business, and so I just chose that. I was like, all right, let's do that. But really what I do is, like, I understand what it takes to try to, being in a family business, a smaller business, I know how hard it is to find the time to promote your business. And so I would just try to find little pockets in the day to come down and film something or do a little animation for the business. And I've kind of always been interested in videography and sort of that creative media. And so I started utilizing it here, and then was approached by a couple of businesses like Citizens First Bank and Mercy One. And just recently, this past year, I kind of took it more seriously and started offering my services out too. So if any local businesses need some sort of promotion or commercial, you know, I'd love to get a professional video for you, get things going. We actually did a lot of uniform unveiling videos too. So
I saw a couple of those. Yeah.
One thing on that is, like, you know, we do a lot of different unique things, but we offer uniforms, you know, and a lot of times now it's the top of the line Adidas or top of the line Under Armour jersey. You know, that's kind of what the kids are after right now. And so we need to find a way to be a little bit different. So when a school booked a full set of Adidas uniforms with us, we said, hey, you know, we'll come out, and if you book this with us, we'll come out and shoot a professional hype video for you, which was kind of fun. Because we were kind of, me and my Uncle Colin were kind of like doing that stuff anyways. We're like, oh, that would be fun to do that. And then B, we're like, that would be kind of a cool add-on thing for the school and the fans to get pumped for. So if you have a chance to go check those out, those are something that we do. Kind of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming down.
Yeah. So if you're looking for custom apparel or anything else sports related, contact Little Colin down at AdCraft Printwear. And also, if you need a video shot, contact Little Colin as well down here, and he's a one-stop shop for everything you need.
You can go to adcraftusa.com and also littlecproductions.com, LITTLESEA productions.com.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on the Mayor Spotlight.